people, they japa, you say japa here, they say japa, and they necessarily don't come back, or people don't are looked down upon on the people that left and came back. So when you went into the career of being a nurse, you knew you're coming back?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Home is home. So I just went. I wanted to stay short term and come back. So I work intensively, and I was not spending my money there.
Okay.
I was just living basic and saving.
Yeah.
Whilst I have friends who are still there, they can come back
Yeah.
because they were living. You live your life, you enjoy. But I was saving, and then my focus was back home.
Yeah.
You see,
what inspired that? Because many people, as you're saying, they are living in, yeah.
I don't know. I just love Africa.
Okay.
I'm a proud Ghanaian
Yeah.
and an African.
We only live once, so you better do it right. Come on and ride with me as we create that life thriving in Africa.
One very interesting thing that I like when I'm traveling around is to also understand the story behind everything. And today we are here at African Hill Resort, and as I've told you, as in the course of the video, as you've been seeing this very beautiful space that is run by a woman, a Ghanaian woman, that you guys are gonna hear her as she tells us the story. But she actually said, if you want to see her, come to African Hill Resort and you'll get to experience who she is and all that. But for now, you're gonna just get to hear her from as we see the beautiful space. Now, welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Please just tell us your name and just more about this place.
I am Joycelyn Akofa Doche of Amechi.
Yeah.
Joycelyn Akofa Doche Amechi. And yeah, I'm an entrepreneur.
Wow. How long would you say you've been an entrepreneur?
I'm not even sure.
Oh, really?
I've been helping my mom run her business when I was very young.
Oh.
I think helping, sometimes you call it, how do we call it? Child labor. Child labor in the right way, because you help your parents and they take good care of you. So that way, I've always been interested in the hospitality industry.
Wow.
Because my mom was running a bar, a restaurant, etc.
Yeah.
So the storyline is one day during I think one of the holidays, and most people run from Ho to Accra because of the seaside. So then they'll go there and have fun by the beach. But then I will be forced to be in Ho to help my mom with her business.
Okay.
But then I was feeling lonely and I was wishing I could also go and play with friends. Yeah. But then I thought, what can we do in Ho so that my friends will stop running, You should stay in Ho, then I can also see them.
Yeah.
Then I turned around, we were in the center of Ho, and then I turned around and I looked. We don't have any water.
Yeah.
And what do we have? We have a mountain range, And I turned, I said, one day I pray when I have money, I'll buy part of this mountain and create a resort out of it so that people will come and have fun during holidays. So that's the beginning of the dream. So then the rest is history. I found, after my education, I traveled abroad, sometimes, most often, when you have your first degree or something, you just want another opportunity.
Yeah.
So I found myself in London, and then I started working as an auxiliary nurse.
Okay.
So there, I started saving. Then I sent the money to buy the plots. I identified the plots, and that's it. So this plot is so strategic.
Yeah.
You have a panoramic view of Old Township, and it's just relaxing and rejuvenating.
Yeah.
You see. So that way, slowly, we started building. We started with the construction in 2012, and it took us about 5 years.
Wow.
Construction is still ongoing, though for now we have 26 rooms. 6 rooms is still being added, and our rooms are wonderful. We have deluxe luxury rooms actually with African concepts.
Yeah.
And the mattresses, the beds are comfy. When you enter, you feel warm. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I hope you guys are already seeing. I'm really having a good time in my stay here. But you've said a very interesting thing. You moved to the UK,
Yeah.
and when you moved, did you know you're coming back? Because many people they japa, you say japa here, they say japa, and they necessarily don't come back, or people don't are looked down upon on the people that left and came back. So when you went into the career of being a nurse, you knew you're coming back.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Home is home. So I just went, I wanted to stay short term and come back. So I work intensively and I was not spending my money there.
Okay.
I was just living basic and saving, you know.
Yeah.
Whilst I have friends who are still there, they can come back
Yeah.
because they were living. You know, you live your life, you enjoy. But I was saving, and then my focus was back home.
Yeah.
You see,
What inspired that? Because many people, as you're saying, they are living in. Yeah.
I don't know. I just love Africa.
Okay.
I'm a proud Ghanaian
Yeah.
and an African. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So my purpose was I go, earn the money, learn, come back, build, so that we know, yes, we can. Even an African can. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I have my residence permit in UK, permanent residence in UK. I can stay there, but I just go and come back. So I can go anytime and I come back. And when I go, I still work. Do you understand? I
Yeah.
still work. I have the opportunity. I work if I want. I relax if I want. But then home is home, and that's where I build. That's where I put all my focus.
Yeah.
I learn from there.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
there. And I even schooled. I told, in between, I even did my MBA in the UK.
Yeah.
I have my classmates. I learn, multicultural, whatever. Yeah, so whatever I learn, I want to bring back home so that people can also learn from me.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I
Or
understand.
even add value
Yeah.
to what I'm bringing. And then I also create jobs. I create opportunity
Yeah.
for the youth.
How long were you there?
My first time was in 94.
Okay.
And then I came back and I go and I come back, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now there's someone who they would want to come back, or maybe they're saving and they're looking into this as an inspiration of someone who has made that dream of getting the money and investing it back home. What is something you would tell them? Like an inspiration.
Yes. They can always come back home. But it's just a lifestyle change, you see. So it's how they are living there. They should start saving.
Okay.
They should stop living extravagant. If you want to come back,
Yeah.
you must save your money. So majority, like assuming 80% should be back home and 20 or 30% should be used there. And then start thinking, and I was doing business in between, those days when there was, beginning of mobile phones.
Yeah.
So now when I'm coming, I buy some and I sell. And when I'm going, I buy these foodstuffs, gari, dried fish and things like that. Even Kobe those days.
Yeah.
You should be entrepreneurial,
Yeah.
So that's me anyway.
Yeah.
So we all have our different opportunities, different ways of thinking, different inspirations, So I wish I can do more. Yeah.
I see. As a woman, there's so many areas that we are not necessarily privileged compared to men in terms of even some things like, for example, you have to stop your business maybe to cater for family or kids or things like this. But it's very inspiring to see a woman being able to, take up the entrepreneurial journey. Even for me, as I'm hearing your story, I'm like inspired to be like, if a lady is doing it, then I can also do it. And what would you like to tell our women?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm inspired by men. And my mom is my number one inspiration because she's a man woman, she calls herself, my mom, the father my mom is like the third girl child. You have there's a first girl child, second girl child, third girl child, and her father was disappointed when she was born. He said, another girl, what is this? So my mom tried so hard to impress the father
Yeah.
that even a girl can do
it.
better. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
she behaved like a man. She would do it. She was jumping pole vault. She was playing football, running, and she was always the best in whatever she did. And she was an entrepreneur, and she even took good care of her father. And he even apologized to her before he died for doubting the capability of a woman. Yes, he did.
I love
And
that.
that is enough inspiration for me.
Yeah.
So, but then I look out, I watch my environment, and I see that most rich people in Ghana and beyond are men.
They're men. Yeah.
So then I try to ask myself, what are they doing better than women? You realize that when women are into farming, they do basic cash crops. Whilst when men are into farming, they do value added, like cocoa, etc. Do you understand? Timber and all that.
Yeah.
So they look out for the higher profit product than we women. We are just doing the basic, just
Food
to
for the
feed.
day, yeah.
Thank you. We go to the market with our produce,
Tomatoes.
onion, vegetable. It's good,
Yeah.
but it doesn't add so much value. The input-output ratio is so vast. The difference is not encouraging. But the men don't do that mostly. They go out for the big ones. You see, so I look out for what should I also do. So then I got inspiration from a friend who is a contractor. He's into construction. So I also went into construction. Do you understand?
Oh.
That way, and then I need the men, the engineers, we collaborate, then that's it. We share,
Yeah.
I went into real estate, did a bit of it. You understand?
Yeah.
I build houses, I rent. And then, so in between, then I started the construction of the hotel.
Amazing.
Yeah, so my life has been a bit of everything, a little bit of each. In between, I travel. I work as auxiliary nurse in the UK. In Germany, I work as a teacher, English teacher. So it's like sometimes I work 24 hours and I tell myself,
capacity
yeah,
beyond.
yeah, I see the opportunity, I take it.
Yeah.
So
that's very inspiring. And sometimes even by seeing someone like me doing things, it's as you've said, there's so many men in the space of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And may more women be inspired. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
And as she said, if you want to hear more about her story, if you come to the resort, I'm sure if you really want to see her, you should be able to see her. But the most important part is come and experience this African resort that is being done in a great way and in a beautiful, beautiful way. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For now, let's go swim. Night swim, always a good experience.